like with a solo, I want to express an emotion to the audience, and I want them to feel it, and that to me is really huge. And the thing about it is, it's like, speaking about aging and stuff, you don't have to, do some kind of fancy double back, flip flop, whatever. You could just do some simple thing, but you can bring some kind of emotional feeling to the thing, and it's just the same thing, what I'm saying? It's really nice. And then if you can get the audience to actually feel something, I think you've done a job. Like they cry or something.
I want to continue training and teaching and growing as a communicator, and then and exploring. The journey is always the important part. It's not the destination.
I have friends who were dancers, and they were amazing, and they were beautiful performers, and they stopped performing, which I like. I really enjoy. I'm extrovert. I get a lot of good energy from that. So, and more so than just being extrovert, I'm sure. But I also have friends who are really amazing dancers and performers who not only stop performing, they stop dancing. And I am so happy that they've made the decisions they need to, but I'm like, I don't get that. There's just nothing, that doesn't seem like a possibility in my head. So
you gotta keep moving, keep going. Don't stop. If you stop, then it's harder to get going.
I can't do as much as easily as I could, but I can still do stuff. And that's what's important. I'm still holding on. And I've got a plate in this wrist, and I'm back to this. So it's a little bent, but it still works. And I know how to hold myself up to protect my wrist. If it hurts, don't do it too much.
For an aging aerialist, one, don't give up. You can modify, you can go to a different apparatus. Any good teacher will make modifications so that you can still continue if that's what you want. There are moves that you can change. You don't always have to do the crazy drops, Find a really good physical therapist that understands what you do. So you don't go in and they're like, what are you doing? Like hanging from what, So if they know aerialists, that's really helpful. And then I think just learning that you have to take care of your body. Whereas when you were younger, you just, you were carefree, your body just functioned. Now you really have to be more cognizant and more aware and mindful and stretch, get some yamana balls, do yoga, that sort of thing. Stay hydrated, always stay hydrated.
I have to make sure I challenge myself in the range of motion category. Like I don't want to only be doing things that are completely comfortable for me, because then I know I can do those movements, but maybe not some others. Like I do still want to be challenged in, hey, we know you can do this level of trick, but here's a new trick that either somebody at the studio just invented or we learned at continuing ed, and so we're going to introduce this trick to you. It's helpful. It keeps your mind active. It helps create those neural pathways to making your muscles do what they're capable of doing, making your limbs do what they're capable of doing. Anytime you do any kind of dance, you have to memorize all of that stuff. So it's also good for your cognitive skills, because I have to memorize an entire routine if I plan on performing that with the class, and that's another thing that you have to think about when you're aging, is how do you keep your cognitive level where it needs to be. So I think we kind of hit everything here at the studio. We've got cognitive exercise, we've got physical exercise, we've got strength and range of motion. It's kind of all there, and it's fun.